Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be looking at how to beat a Green Purple Luffy using a Lucci deck. Now, as we all know that the Green Purple Luffy is dominating the meta right now, but EB02 is a very short meta and it's only going for 4 weeks I believe, and it's already the second week of the meta right now. So building a deck for Green Purple Luffy is not a very wise decision in my opinion. So if you're willing to spend like hundreds of dollars for a Green Purple Luffy deck, then I would suggest to just kind of like hold off on your those money that you're willing to spend, and then just invest it into OP11 or OP12 or even the starter decks that are coming out as well, because there's so many releases that Bandai have planned for the rest of the year, and especially that next year we're going to be having the simultaneous release globally. So I would suggest to just kind of like hold off and try to save your money. But if you do have the means to spend that kind of money, but with all means, just just do it. But not everyone has that luxury in life. So for those of you who couldn't afford the Green Purple Luffy deck, just like myself, I came up with a solution where you can still compete on your local stores. So the Lucci deck is the one that I found that is very, very effective against this meta right now. The gameplays that I recorded earlier today would be a first turn curve. So we're just going to be looking at the curve guide here on how to win against the Green Purple Luffy if you're going first. So even if you're going second, there's not much difference in the basics here. So without further ado, let's have a look into this curve guide here. Now, you must be wondering, what the hell is that card on your first turn? So that's the Nefertari Cobra, which came out from OP05. It is an uncommon card, so most of you would probably have this one in your bulk. So go and dig up your bulk cards, and you would have this card in your bulk if you start from OP05. If not, then you can just like buy it for dirt cheap. So people would probably just give it to you for free. So what does this card do? So it is a 2-cost blocker. Also on play, you get to trash the top of your deck, which in Lucci you would want to fill up your trash very early so you can get into that 10 cards in your trash, and then you can start using one of the event cards, Tempest Kick. Yeah, that's it. I keep thinking what that card is, the Tempest Kick. So you get to -3 if you have 10 or more cards in your trash. On your third turn, which is your 5 dawn turn, you get to play Kuzan. Also, you get to swing 6 as well with your leader. Swing 6, you drop the Kuzan, you draw a card. If you don't have the Kuzan, that's fine. You can still have the Rook, and I think you can still remove the Sanji and Pudding if they don't play the stage the next turn. Otherwise, Kuzan will be the best card that you can drop in this turn. And then you just go straight for the Jack. Jack can just easily remove the Sanji and Pudding the next turn. So that's basically the game plan here. So you need to remove the Sanji and Pudding so you can have the greater advantage throughout the whole game, and then you slowly set up your board as well. Once you remove the Sanji and Pudding, like, the game would be a lot easier, because the leader is only a 4 life leader. So by the time you done your third turn, he would have taken at least one hit from that, from all your swings, and he would just be down by 3 life, and that's gonna put a lot of pressure onto them, right? So your whole game plan just revolves into removing the Sanji and Pudding. Also, they're gonna be in lethal range if they drop the 6 cost Luffy. If they decide to like just go aggressive at you. That is why I have the Nefertari Cobra to protect my life, or any of the key cards such as the Kuzan or the Brook, or even the Jack. Sometimes they will just go for the Jack, so you won't have any removal, throughout the game, unless you drop your 10 cost Kuzan, which is like the big boss in this deck. And yeah, that's basically the game plan. Turn 5 on your 9 Dawn curve, you don't have much play. Ideally, what I do with this turn is I either wall up, just put my blockers, or I put another reduced cost card such as Laboon. You can also drop another Kuzan if you like, so you have another card that can reduce their card into 4. So even if they play the stage and Sanji and Pudding again, there's very easy, it's such an easy way to remove it. And then obviously you play the Kuzan, everything goes -5 when Kuzan is on the field, and yeah, that's just basically your game plan. And it would be a quick game if you manage to drop the Kuzan safely. And yeah, you're a 5 life leader as well, so you have the advantage in there, so you can go for a very long game as well. And if you just keep walling up, then you should be alright. Alright, so that's pretty much the game plan there. Without further ado, we'll jump into the gameplays. Also, this is the deck list that I'm running right now. As you can see, I have 4 of the Nefertari Cobra. I have 4 of the Jacks, which is very, very important for your game plan. 4 of the Kuzans, and then 4 of the 10 cost Kuzans as well. 4 of the Tempest Kick. Brook is one of your MVPs in this deck, so you need 4 copies of this. I know it's a bit expensive, but it's almost half the price of the 6 cost Luffy, Secret Rare Luffy, for Green Purple Luffy deck. So if you're planning to spend money on this meta right now, then I would suggest just to buy the Brooks rather than the 6 cost Luffys. And then pretty much the rest of the cards are the standard ones. Man Sherry comes in clutch as well throughout the late game. Sometimes your trash will just be filled with, because of your leader effect. But yeah, you would need to kind of replenish your deck as well, so you don't deck out and lose the game by that. But yeah, here is the deck list, and then we'll jump into the gameplays. Okay, so here's gonna be the first game, and we're gonna be choosing the first turn because that is the curve that I want to learn. And we're just searching for the Kuzan, basically on our opening hand, which we did get, and we're keeping that one. We're still hoping for the Nefertari Cobra to be drawn on our next turn, so we can slowly fill up our trash as well. Also, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. And your boy's almost at 600 subs, so yeah, we're gonna start grinding again. But yeah, if you haven't done it, please do so, and you can catch some of the under the radar decks that I play for the meta. Okay, so we didn't really draw it into the Nefertari Cobra, but we get to swing 8. He doesn't have any choice but to take it, unless he decides to throw in 2 cards, 2 2Ks, which I doubt that this deck would be willing to do it. So yeah, we're gonna be approaching the 5 Dawn turn. We still haven't seen any of our Jack, and one of the Jack went straight to the trash, so we gotta be careful with what we do here. We don't have any removal in our hand as well, so hopefully that on our next draw we can just get a good removal card. So he did get the Sanji and Pudding, so still no removal from our hand. And then we're just gonna play the Kuzan. Hopefully we get another. We still didn't get any removal, so we do have a lot of like reducing cost cards in our hand, but that's not very helpful, right, on our game plan. So we still have one more chance to draw the Jack. And yeah, okay, so dropping the 6 cost Luffy rather than the 5 cost Sanji and Pudding. Very interesting game plan here. I guess he's going to try and aggro me, but I don't think that's going to be the wiser decision, you know, when it comes to playing this. Okay, he's not even using the ability, or like the card ability of Luffy. Okay, well, if he doesn't want to, then I guess we'll take it. So I'm still trying to debate if I should throw in like 3 cards in here. But yeah, I think it's easier to just take this one and then counter the next set of swings here. Okay, so that's our Nefertari Cobra. Came in a little bit late. However, we can grab that Jack now and then play that Nefertari Cobra. Unfortunately, that Brook came out late. It's been trashed down late, so yeah. Okay, so swinging 8, and then he just he countered with 2 cards on his hand, which is, you know, what we want ideally. Now, having the Jack this late is not too bad as well in terms of our board state, because he didn't have the Sanji and Pudding anyway, so there's really no need for us to put the Kuzan sideways, because we won't be able to protect it with the swings as well, so it's kind of like a bit dangerous. So he's gonna start swinging heavy here and then resending his Luffy. We're just gonna counter that one with our own cards, and then yeah, that will be an easy counter, and then that's an easy block. And then he's just adding +2 on the Zoro. Very interesting. I wouldn't even put 2 on the Zoro there. I would, yeah, I would just like put 2 on the Sanji and Pudding. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he took that. Okay. We might be able to finish the game here, but I've learned in a lot of matches, if the hand size is massive, then it's not worth, you know, not building your board. So it's a bit risky. So I wouldn't put all my dons into my Kuzan and swing 15. So he might be baiting me, and then that would have been my end if I just swing with all my dons. So yeah. He's got a massive amount of cards on his hand, and he's still got a 6k and a 7k on his board, so it might be in a bad situation here, but it just depends on how he plays out his dons. So he drew in a Gum Gum Jet Gatling for counter. Okay, dropping another Zorojuro, grabbing another Luffy. What's he doing? Okay. So he returns, yeah, he returns 2 Dawns to get 2 Dawns active. We're gonna take that one. He's just gonna swing 6, which is very easy to counter. He's gonna swing 7. We're gonna block that one. He's swing 7. And then, yeah, we'll take. So he doesn't have any swings left, and he doesn't have any blocker as well. So he's gonna swing 18. Let's see if he has the counter for it. So he's got 9. Okay, so it's up to 12. 16, 18. Okay. Okay, wow. So we just hit 18 on that one. So if we swung the turn before this one, we could have lost the game. So yeah, that's why you never swing. Make sure when you go for lethal, make sure the hand size is not too big, so you wouldn't end up like getting baited and ended up losing the game anyway. So yeah, so that's just the first game, but I can tell that the skill level of that person is not very it's not very good example for you guys, because we want to see like a skilled player on how to beat a skilled player, because not everyone's gonna be like that. But don't get me wrong, that there's still gonna be some people that just bought the deck just because they've seen this is like the best deck in the meta right now, and then they don't know how to play it. So yeah, we'll watch another matchup and see if we can get a better matchup, or like a better player. Okay, so we're taking first again on this matchup. We drew into the Kuzan, which is pretty great. We also drew into the Brook, so we can drop that one on our third turn. Our 3-Dawn turn. And yeah, I think it's looking very well for us. The opening hand is really looking good. And then we're just gonna KO that Nami. And then yeah, okay, so he's got the Sorajuro searching for that Sanji. I believe that's the 2K Sanji. And yeah, we managed to get the Jack as well. So this is the perfect curve. So it's such a good opening hand for us. So everything's going well. Now here I was debating if I should play the Kuzan or the Laboon, so I can remove the Sorajuro now if I play the Laboon, but I feel like I won't be able to defend the Laboon looking at my hand size and my counters on my hand. So yeah, I don't think that would be a great idea. Here I'm gonna be taking 2 damage, so I just counter out using the 2K counter. Oh, okay, so he didn't restand it. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna use our leader ability to fill up the trash, and then -4 with the Kuzan as well. And then it's time to drop the Jack. The Jack will just carry us into late game. So we're gonna remove that one. That should be easy. We don't have much counter left though. Here they're gonna attack the Brook, which is I'm fine with it. Attacking 6. Should I counter? Okay, so didn't counter. I was hoping for another counter to be dropped on my so it comes from my life, but I guess we don't have that one. Okay, so the Kuzan managed to survive again. We're just gonna try and remove the Frankie and the Sorajuro here. So we do have an extra Dawn that we can work on, and see if we can like get him to trash more cards from his hand. I can drop the Shirahoshi and then the other Lucci, but yeah, I'm just weighing out my options here as well. think I'm gonna minus the Frankie here, because it feels bad to drop the Shirahoshi into the Frankie. So yeah, I'm gonna remove those two. So on your 9 Dawn turn, you don't really do much. You just kind of like even out the Dawns, and then see if you can remove anything on that turn. So here I'm just gonna attack 8, and he decided to counter out of that one, dropping the Lucci here. Just gonna counter my way out. So here we stand that one. I'm just gonna counter it, and then 7. So here I already established my board. Ideally, what you want to do in this turn is drop the Gazan, but since you have, you have the board build up, you can just divide all your Dawns and then go for it on game here, because he only had 1 life left. So Green Purple Luffy, he kind of like take his own life, which works well for us, works in our favor here. I'm just making sure I swing 8, so he has to throw in 2 cards from his end. Now he pretty much just used majority of his 2k counters here, so don't think he has the right amount of counter. Yeah, I don't think he can counter. Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's another way to win against Green Purple Luffy. Like, again, you don't have to buy the deck just because it is the best deck in the format. You can always counter this. Just counter it, man. Just save your money and then buy OP11 and all the starter decks. That is a better investment, right? If you have the money, just buy all the stuff that you need for this deck. But I feel like it is a better option to just counter the deck itself. Plus, if you go on like a major tournament anyway within the next 2 weeks, what are the chances of you running into a mirror match with Green Purple Luffy, right? So it is better to counter that deck, so to kind of like boost the odds of you winning into a tournament. You know what I mean? Like even in a local store, right? Just try to counter the best deck in the meta right now. Yeah, we'll look at the another game and see if we can do the exact same process and see if it works. Okay, final game of the day. Let's see if we can have another dub against a Green Purple Luffy. So same thing, we joined into 2 of the Kuzan, which is pretty good. Thinking if I should just play out the Bartolomeo here as a blocker, but I feel like that's such a waste. I would rather swing 8 than putting a Bartolomeo onto my board. Plus it guarantees a 3 life leader anyway, so I might as well just swing. Okay, now again, exact same format, exact same steps. We're gonna be dropping that Kuzan, and then we're gonna be hoping for the Jack. Next draw. Okay, so it didn't came from life. Ooh, that means we're gonna throw 2 cards from our hand to counter this. So I think the Laboon needs to go. Oh wow, okay, so no Jack. Let's see if we can get the 6 cost Luffy by playing the Lucci card. Okay, so we managed to get him into -5. Ooh, we actually have the Brook on our trash as well, so that came in clutch as well. We managed to drop the Rebecca as a blocker to protect our Kuzan. 7k swing. Okay. Now we can use the Tempest Kick here and then go 10. We would have exactly 10 on our trash. So that's, yeah, there we go. So we finally draw in the jack. We're gonna minus this one again, and then we just go to the jack, and then yeah, remove the Sanji and Pudding. So he doesn't have any value on that Sanji and Pudding. He did manage to drop the Luffy Tower though, which is pretty good. Oh, okay. So he's ready for a rematch. I don't know why he quit that one, but it's ready for the rematch. I would have removed his Luffy Tower anyway. So yeah, I think it's good that he went for a rematch because he would just be wasting his time. How does one beat Lucci? Okay, just go wide, bro. Just go wide. But unfortunately, I top deck everything as well. Actually, no, not really, because I drew in the jack too late. Tried that, saw exact curve, and I still lose. Oh man! As long as you know what to do, as long as you know when to play your cost reduction and then your removal cards, then you should be all good. Here we didn't even draw into the Kazan, unfortunately. So what we'll do is we'll grab the jack, and we're gonna be what are we playing here? I think the Toy Soldier. I think the Toy Soldier we play. We kind of like bait him into attacking the Toy Soldier. So we're just gonna block everything here. Yeah, he doesn't have any rush. Okay, so he does. My bad. He doesn't have any rush. Okay. Here, I think we can remove the 6-cost Luffy again by using the Toy Soldier. Actually, interesting. Hold up. I think you can by using the Rebecca. Yeah. So you get -3 into the Toy Soldier plus your leader ability. That would be 4. It'd be down to 2. You can use. Ooh. Oh, okay. So I guess we're just gonna play the Lucci then. Okay. So he rage quit. He rage quit even before he gets to drop his Sanji and Pudding. I would have removed his 6-cost Luffy. He still got the 6-cost Zorojuro on his board. I don't know why he quit. Like, I haven't removed his Sanji and Pudding anyway. So yeah, I guess he just rage quit because like I just remove whatever he puts into his board. But yeah, I guess we'll take that one.